Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Michelle. It is amazing and wonderful to have you here this morning. I have a beautiful, wonderful guest with me, Michelle Yiow. She is an amazing entrepreneur. She's worked in the travel industry, but I'm not going to give away all her tips. I'm going to let her introduce herself. I am Dee Lana, the award winning author of the book, Get Stuff Done. Yes, the productivity hacks so you can do what you love. So, Michelle, welcome, welcome this morning. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell
Yeah.
us what you do?
Good morning, Dee Lana, the expert of Get Your Stuff Done. So, thank you for inviting me today to be sharing a little bit about myself. So, I am Michelle Yao. I am a tour guide in London, so I tour operate myself, and I'm also an entrepreneur, and I have a restaurant before. So, and I'm passionate in food. Of course, food is one of my lovely creation that my mom has given me, and also that I am also um, an entrepreneur in the way that I'm look after people's health, to give you a nice, beautiful body. And also that I am now a coach and an international speaker. So I tour lead guide in the UK. That's my main profession. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you for that wonderful and beautiful introduction. So, would you like to tell us what we would need to do in the planning phase if we wanted to become a restaurateur like yourself, a successful restaurateur, by the way? I can't wait for you to come and cook for me. Remember, you promised. So, I'm still waiting on that promise. So, if I wanted to start in the restaurant business, what would be the planning stage if I wanted to be a successful restaurateur and entrepreneur like yourself? What would be my first step?
Right. It all depends on what is your that that you are having. Like what is the menu or the type of restaurant you are intending to um build, you know. So you need to have your own thinking, your visualization of what is that restaurant going to be. Then you create that by thinking of that restaurant and the things that you are going to put into that restaurant. And of course, your main creation, your spice, or your, that top menu that you are going to produce so that people can enjoy. So you need your intention, like what is that type of food that you're going to create. For myself, like I'm a Chinese, a Malaysian, and I literally bought a knife before I go to a restaurant. You know that the Chinese bake knife, they are really big. So I bought that, and then I start, okay, when I have the opportunity, then I can use that. That is one of the things that I did before I start my restaurant years before. So,
Wonderful. I love the way you mentioned the word visualization. To have that visual, it's got to come from within. You've got
yeah.
to have a focus. You've got to know what you want and where you're going to. And I love the way you use the word intention. Yes, you've got to visualize what you want with intent. You intend to get to where you want to be. I love those powerful words that you're using. And I love the fact that you mentioned that there was an object that you bought and you focused on that object and you focused your energy into it and your vibrations that one day I'm going to have a restaurant that's going to go round this night. and I'm going to put it to work. So I love that completely. These are good ways in which one can plan for what they want to do. And step two of our productivity pillars is actually prioritizing. How did you now decide when you put your plan in place? What was the most important step you were going to take next?
Well, the important thing to take next is to keep on going, of course,
Yeah,
in that intention. And when you have the opportunity, you have to look for your location where you want that to be. Yeah. So that's important to begin, if you are really going forward for that dream.
that's right. If you, especially if we are in the process of building a physical restaurant, I
Yes.
think having a location is top priority, isn't it? You want somewhere where people are actually going to come to. In the good old days when we could still go out before all this lockdown and
Yeah.
COVID, we actually physically met in restaurants
Yes.
safety. But now there are restrictions in place where we can go back out again and meet as long as all the restrictions are in place. But yes, location. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you think apart from keep going? Obviously, don't stop. Now that you've started, you've got to keep going. And what would you say would be important again to prioritize? I feel you got to believe in your dream. You got to believe what you're doing, isn't it? Wouldn't you?
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Definitely. You got to believe in yourself, believe in that you can do that, build that dream, your restaurant, and with your whole heart you put in, and then you really really want that to be really amazing. Oh, people will come, they will come here, and you love serving. First thing, you need to love serving. If you
Absolutely.
don't need love serving, then probably that is not for you. So if you would
Exactly.
like to
Exactly.
serve, that is the priority, that you, when customer comes into your restaurant, how they feel, that is really important, so that
Very
you
good.
can give that that uh that's so excited that you see the customer.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to smile to them, of course. Well, yeah, that
Wonderful.
is one part of it. Yeah. Mhm.
I think bottom line is you want people to buy into your dream and vision. So
Yes,
you
that's
got to
correct.
make it a reality, not just for yourself, but for them too, so that they come and they buy into it. Wonderful. And once we've prioritized with all the things that we want to do, we've planned, we've prioritized, how do we now take that action, that step into performing what we said we want to do? What's the
Well,
first step we would do in putting it all into action?
well, I think important for if it's just a restaurant, then you need staff. You need staff, so you
Okay,
need a team. Team is
you need
your,
a
yeah,
team, absolutely. You
that
need a
is
team,
priority.
you need
Yeah.
staff that share your vision.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, a team that is in line with yourself. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I love all these things that you've said because I know these are things that you have done and put into place successfully. So you know exactly what you're talking about. And if somebody wanted to start today, what are there websites they can go to, or what links can they look at, or is there somewhere we can look for your restaurant or where it was, or what would you say?
Well, it was in the south east of London. So now I have already that means my restaurant. I stopped the the business, because the lease has ended, and I have moved on to another part of my vision. So that's why that restaurant is not with me at the moment. So I'm building something different.
So what's the next phase for Michelle Yiow?
My next phase for Michelle Yao is to empower as many people as possible to go into business and to
Yes.
build your dream.
Love it. I love that. Fantastic. And through sharing our experiences, it is our hope that our messages are greatly received and will inspire and positively impact women, men, people around the world. Anyone who hears this will be inspired to get up and follow their own dream. And to do that, is there one place they can go to? Is there one website? Is there one place that they can follow or go to just to get started in the restaurant business today?
You mean the website that can help them to produce?
Train? Is there any training? Because I'm sure they need some, apart from the enthusiasm and the talent, maybe there's some training that they might need.
Yes, they should go to food events. But of course, I know that now that the pandemic has stopped all the events, and there
You
are
can
more
catch some online events.
online events like food,
Food events online.
exhibition online.
Wonderful,
And of
wonderful.
course, if they want to have a conversation with me, I'm pretty happy to help them.
I'm so glad you said that, Michelle. So, how would we be able to contact the lovely Michelle if we wanted to get a few tips from you?
Um, well, I'm building my website at the moment, so that would be contact me via emails. That would be great.
Okay.
Yep. Uh-huh. I will give
So,
you.
we will put your email contact and website in the comments below so people can contact you for
Yes.
tips
For guiding, I do have.
and guidance. And I'm glad to say that you've got a website in progress. So that's a great way of contacting people. And I'd just like to thank you today. In summary, we've said that in the planning stage of being a restaurateur, you want to have a vision, you want to visualize, you want to have intent, and maybe there's an object or something you can write down, something you can focus on daily and say to yourself, I am going to achieve this goal. When you look for Michelle, it was her knife, her lovely knife, and I'm so pleased about that. So no matter what's going on around you, no matter what sort of negativity, just keep focused on that positive aspect in your life, on that dream. You tell yourself every day, I am going to achieve this dream. This knife is visualization for me that I am going to be a successful chef and restaurateur. I love these affirmations. I love this positivity. In prioritizing, keep going. Make sure you keep going. For a restaurateur, a location is top priority. I love the fact that in the action, of course, once you've got your location, you need a team around you that share your vision. Thank you, Michelle, so much today for sharing all this with us. And I look forward to the next phase of Michelle Yao. Thank you again and goodbye. One last word from you. If you'd like to give everyone just one pearl of wisdom, what would it you'd say?
Thank you, Dee, for so nice about me. So my last word to pe- people is that keep going, no matter how. Keep focusing and follow your dream.
Amazing. Thank you so much indeed. And good luck, stay safe, and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.